Hello, and welcome back to our series, The 4 Steps to Sustaining Improvement in Healthcare. Let's finish up with step 4. Empower your leaders to effectively manage change. Healthcare leadership can be very challenging because there are so many competing priorities, and there are constant urgent and emergent issues that need to be addressed. Take staffing, for instance. Many nurse managers report spending up to half their day getting the right complement of staff for their upcoming shifts. Now, while this is a necessary and critical component of hospital operations, these managers often struggle to complete their other tasks, like budgeting, ordering supplies, recruiting new staff, completing evaluations, and so on. Add to this the need for them to manage the constant change that defines healthcare today, and you can begin to understand why the nurse manager role is so very often hard to fill. Now, most senior leaders that I talk to tell me that their leaders, their frontline leaders, are absolutely empowered to hold their teams accountable and implement improvement in their department. But the sad reality for many of them is that there are unreasonable workload expectations that make it almost impossible for anyone but the high performers to effectively manage change. And we all know that, like every other profession, only 20% of your leaders are really high performers. So we have to make it easier for the middle performers to be successful. And that's what I mean when I say empower them. So let's talk about 2 strategies that you can implement to simplify their workload and empower your leaders. The first strategy is just lighten their load. Just as we discussed in the first 3 steps, start this with an assessment. What tasks and responsibilities are required of your leaders? Again, I think once you really dive deep into this, you're going to be surprised to learn about some of the things that they're doing that are preventing them from effectively managing change. I'm often amazed at how much time these leaders waste filling out forms, getting multiple signature approvals, tracking down staff who haven't completed their computer learning modules, and so much more. And once you have a handle on what they're really spending their time doing, apply your lean thinking to their workload. What tasks can be eliminated altogether? What processes can be streamlined to become more efficient? And what can be taken on by an upcoming leader as part of a structured succession plan? The second strategy is to align your leader competencies with your leadership development program. The first question to ask yourself here is, do you have a set of clear competencies for your leaders? Is their performance routinely evaluated based upon these competencies? And now, once a year is not enough for a young leader to understand what their learning needs are and to provide them with the opportunities they need to improve their skills. Consider also what your leadership development program entails. How much of this education time is spent sitting in a chair in a classroom or completing online learning modules? High-level adult learners, like your leaders, need to be able to apply knowledge, not just absorb it. So consider including creative opportunities into your leadership programs, like shadowing other leaders, interviewing executives, attending board meetings, and even role-playing with their peers. Empowering your leaders is about much more than just telling them that they have the power. If you can simplify their workload and structure leadership development based upon adult learning principles, you'll get a much stronger leadership team that is able to more effectively sustain change. So, if you follow all 4 of these steps, eliminate the silos, focus on the patient, make it easy for clinicians, and empower your leaders, you'll find that you're able to improve and sustain all of your scorecard goals. And that's how transformation happens. So thank you again for listening. I really hope that you have found these 4 steps to be useful. If we can help you in any way in completing assessments, developing improvement plans, or guiding your teams through implementation, please contact us. We are also available to provide interactive team-based education or one-on-one coaching. Just head to our website and schedule a call to learn more about how we can help you to make care safer, better, and more efficient in your organization. I wish you all the best in your continued improvement efforts. Thanks.